All right, settle down. This one still crawls under my skin. Flagstaff. It was maybe 5 years back, late fall. The aspens up in the Kachina peaks were shedding gold like a damn miser, air crisp enough to bite. I was tracking whispers of something different. Not your usual Bigfoot nonsense or some lost mountain lion. This was laced with a primal fear, the kind that clings to the back of your throat. Folks were talking about shadows moving in the periphery, too tall, too fast. Livestock vanishing without a trace, no sign of a struggle, just gone. And the silence. They said when this thing was around, the usual racket of the forest just died. Like everything with a lick of sense knew to shut its damn mouth. The locals up around Flagstaff, the few who admitted to seeing anything at all, they just called it the shadow or the tall thing. Whispers in the dark. Smart folk, they understood on some primal level that giving it a name would be like acknowledging its right to be there, like it belonged. And that ain't right. That thing was an intrusion, a tear in the fabric of what's natural. I'd hiked up into the higher elevations, the pines getting thicker, the air thinner. Found a decent overhang to make camp, brewed myself some black coffee strong enough to kick a mule. The first couple of nights were uneventful. Beautiful country, in a stark, unforgiving kind of way. But that gnawing feeling, it wouldn't leave me be. Then the track started, not like anything I'd ever seen. Big, sure, bigger than any bear I'd crossed paths with, but the shape, almost human, but elongated, the stride impossibly wide. And the toes, 4 of them, long and spindly, ending in claws that dug deep into the pine needles and packed earth. Like some kind of twisted, overgrown man wearing the wrong damn feet. I followed them for a day, winding through the silent forest, the only sound the crunch of my boots on the fallen leaves. The air grew colder, a dampness seeping in that wasn't just the elevation. It felt heavy, like the atmosphere itself was pressing down on me. Then I smelled it, a perturbing sweetness, like rotten fruit mixed with something metallic, something bloody. It made the hairs on the back of my neck stand straight up. I came to a small clearing. In the center, a deer, or what was left of one. It looked like it had been torn apart by something with the strength of a freaking bulldozer. Bones splintered, entrails scattered like crimson ribbons on the forest floor. And the tracks, they led right to the edge of the clearing and then stopped, as if whatever did this had sprouted wings and flown off. I circled the clearing, my rifle held tight. Nothing, just the stench and the gruesome remains. Then I looked up. Perched on the branch of a massive ponderosa pine, maybe 30 feet above me, naked as a jaybird, yet nowhere near the beauty of nature. It was tall, impossibly so, maybe 10, 12 feet. Its body was gaunt, all sharp angles and jutting bones, covered in a matted fur the color of dried blood. Its arms were long and thin, ending in those same spidery claws I'd seen in the tracks. But it was the head that made my stomach churn. It was small in proportion to its body, almost bird-like, with a long, pointed snout filled with rows of teeth that looked like shards of obsidian. And its eyes, they were huge, off-yellow in color, and they seemed to gleam with a cold, malevolent intelligence. It didn't move, just watched me from its perch, its head cocked slightly to the side. There was a stillness about it that was more terrifying than any roar, like it was studying me, weighing me. Then it unfolded something from its back, not wings in the traditional sense, more like flaps of leathery skin stretched taut between elongated fingers. They were vast, casting a shadow even in the dappled sunlight. It launched itself from the branch, not flapping like a bird, but gliding, falling silently through the air. It covered the distance between us in a heartbeat. I didn't even have time to bring my rifle up. It landed in front of me with a soft thud, its yellowed eyes never leaving mine. That sweet, bloody stench was overpowering now. It opened its mouth, that pointed snout stretching impossibly wide, and let out a sound that wasn't a scream, not a growl. It was a high-pitched whine, like metal being stretched to its breaking point, and it vibrated in my bones. Then it was gone. One moment it was there, the next just a rustle of leaves, a twig snapping clean by the leathery flaps, and the lingering stink. It moved faster than anything that size should have been able to. I stood there frozen for what felt like an eternity. Then I slowly backed away, never taking my eyes off the trees. I didn't sleep that night, didn't even try. I just sat by my fire, rifle in my lap, listening to the silence of the mountain. A silence that now felt heavy with something unseen, something wrong. I left Flagstaff the next morning. Didn't tell the locals what I saw. They wouldn't have believed me anyway. And frankly, I didn't want to talk about it. Some things you see, they stick with you. They burrow under your skin and fester. That blood-colored shadow in the pines is one of them. And I ain't ever going back to those damn Kachina peaks. Not if you paid me in solid gold. You understand? Some doors are best left locked shut.